Hi everybody, it's Molly Roberts.
And Rachel Roberts with the Roberts Group at Engel and Volkers.
We're glad to be back. We haven't seen you guys in a while.
It's been a hot minute. We haven't seen you since the beginning of all this coronavirus stuff.
So we thought we'd come to you today and address some of the questions that we've been getting from people that are pertinent to what's happening in our world.
Our most frequently asked questions with our clients and potential clients that we're talking to and preparing for either the home buying experience or the selling experience.
Right. Okay, let's talk about our buyers first, should we?
Sure.
Okay, shoot.
My first, well, not first, but one of the first questions I get asked is how long does the process take from start to finish? And it can take anywhere from 30 to 45 days to, you know, we can push it out to 90 days depending on the situation. I also get asked how long does it take to find the right house? Like what have you dealt with in the past? I've had one and done clients where they look at the first house and they want it.
It happens.
Yep, and I've had clients that we look at 70 plus homes.
Don't tell that.
Yeah, only once have I shown that many houses to one couple, and it was just a really tough market for buyers a couple years ago. And super competitive, way too many buyers out for the price point that they were in. So it just depends. Like right now, it's a couple months maybe, but from the time you write your purchase agreement to closing, it's on average 30 to 45 days. Right. And we went on Instagram and asked you guys also to send in any questions you have to add to this, and this was one of them, but it was also one that I do get asked a lot is how much do I need to save to put down? And so many people think that they need 20% down to buy a house, which that's ideal in a perfect world to not have mortgage insurance, but most of my clients that I've worked with have done as little as 3%, 3.5% down, sometimes even less depending on the first time buyer program if they have one. But most of the time, the least amount is 3%.
Now, having said that though, the 20% down also saves you mortgage insurance.
Yeah.
So there is that. So if you're saving money, it's great if you can get to that point. If you can't, there's options for you.
And there are other costs along the way, like inspection, which is gonna cost you, up to $500, $600 depending on the different inspections you want to perform, and appraisal. So that's another $1,000 right there that some people don't think of them needing to save. So 3% plus
Homeowner's insurance.
This is my favorite one to answer because I like being the bearer of good news. This question is asked every single time I'm with a client is when do I make my first payment, my first mortgage payment? And good news is from the day of closing, so say you close July 1, you don't have a payment until September 1. So there's always a gap month in between. So a lot of clients we have are getting out of leases or having to sell their home and not wanting a double mortgage payment. Always skip a month in between closing and your first payment.
Bonus.
This is a common question too right now, especially because we are in a market where there's not a lot of inventory. And this question is, there's not a lot on the market that I like, should I wait? And the answer is, it's your timing. So if you want to wait, you can wait. But I say always be looking at what's on the market because something can pop up tomorrow that's perfect and we get out there right away. But we also have off-market connections through our brokerage and other brokerages around town, just through relationships that we've built, and see if anyone has something within your criteria that
Not visible yet.
yeah, that's not marketed yet, and maybe we can get you in and maybe
Right.
it's the perfect home. So that covers the buyers frequently asked questions portion. Malls is gonna take over what we mostly get asked for the seller side. But if you have any other questions regarding those, always reach out, always feel free to reach out. Our email's linked below, website's below. So Malls is gonna take it away on the seller side.
Yeah, so a lot of times people are asking, is now the right time to sell? We're in the middle of a pandemic. This video will be out there for a while, but nevertheless, I think the pandemic's around for a while. And is now the right time to do that? And really we entered this with inventories being very low. The number of homes that are available for people to look at and buy are low. So the supply is low, the demand is high, pricing is up there. So it's really the best time for you to maximize your equity and have some great money to take forward with your next purchase. So if you're thinking of move up, you know, sometimes your family situation has changed, you need more space, you need to move somewhere where you need more land. Now is the time. It's a great time to do it, especially if you're taking equity out of your house. And the recent stats say that 60% of homeowners have 58% equity in their house. That's a lot. Like, we've lived through the times when that wasn't the case. So now is a great time for you to sell. The next question is, what do I really need to do to get ready to sell? So our goal is to give you the least expensive things to do to get ready to get top dollar. So we try to keep it simple, and we will do a simple walkthrough with you in your house and help you identify those things that you can get at right away. Sometimes it feels daunting. Doesn't need to feel daunting, because what you need is a plan. So for example, let's start with the outside. We're just gonna spruce up the outside. You're gonna freshen up a coat of paint on the door if you have painted door. You're gonna power wash the house. It's a nice touch to put a fresh basket of flowers in the front to pop some color, right? So your first impression is when they walk up to your house. And right away that can be a plus for you. Inside, we say fresh clean, like clean, clean, clean. Get a really good hard clean. Hire somebody. Enlist the family. Everybody has a job. But that is what you're trying to do, is let the buyer see what it would be like to live there and not have to look at anything that is distracting or feel anything distracting for them. So, and then the big thing is decluttering each room. And we all feel like, well, this is okay the way it is, but we can help you. We have a different eye on it from the buyer's perspective, so we can help you kind of decide each room what to take out. It's your opportunity to pack. So Rachel always likes to suggest having clear bins so you can stay organized and be able to see what you've packed if you need to get back in it for some reason. But packing is your goal anyways, regardless of the timing of this happening. So we put together a plan for you to do that. And it's a room by room, and it gives you a timetable, and it's with your time frame in mind. Lastly, you gotta let some light in. We live differently than we market. So fresh light bulbs, open drapes. You might want to take some drapes or curtains down. We'll help you with that.
Maybe change out dated light fixtures at entryways, like those focal points where their eyes go right away.
So remember, we're trying to get top dollar without spending a lot of money. That is our goal for you. Last question for the seller's side of things is, how do we make a move during this pandemic? We have developed some safe selling techniques that allow you to move. It's the bottom line. Life changes. Things don't stop just because we have some external pressures on us in the world. Life changes, babies happen. You need more space. Your parents might be moving in. You might need to downsize, and it has to happen. So we have developed strategies that keep you moving forward to accomplish your goals. So for example, we are limiting showings to a half hour for each showing.
No overlapping showings.
Don't overlap any showings, right? That makes it a little bit easier to have people coming in and out. We provide all the necessary masks, booties, hand sanitizers, and things like that, so that we've got instructions at the door on what the expectation is to try to keep you safe. We arrange for no-touch showing, so we'll show you what that means. So if you're thinking of making a move this year, or you were thinking of making a move and you've paused it, we would just invite you to reach out, and we can sit down and talk to you about your specific situation, give you some information about what's happening in your community, and just arm you with information. My dad used to say, load your guns. You need to load your guns so that you've got the right information and can make decisions.
I actually say that to my buyers when
Gotta
they're
load
getting
it
approved.
up. Get
Load
ready.
those guns, baby.
And then the timing is yours. So thanks for being with us today.
Yep, we'll see you guys next time. And of course, don't ever hesitate to reach out with any questions regarding anything in the real estate world, we are your gals.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. We got you, and see you next time.
See ya.